like I needed to get a message across to someone today. Just cleansing the area. This is like jasmine and like patchouli. It's got a nice smell to it. All right. So let's get into it. Like I said, I don't know what the message is gonna be. I just knew that I wanted to get on and do a message today. So let's start off. Probably go with what area is this even about in your life currently? Okay. It's like really late at night, and there's a dog out there barking. So, oh goodness. Okay. And then we also have the ninth house at the bottom of the deck. So I feel for a lot of you guys, the people that I'm picking up on, you could be dealing with a lot of uncertainty when it comes to your career, but also it's not even just your career. It's like, you know what it's like when you maybe seek out information. You might be the type of person who you're very well known in the career, like you know your career field. Um, you might be very knowledgeable, but it's almost like you have these moments of like everything is in the flow, everything is going great, and all of a sudden a challenge or something comes up and it might stifle your creativity, or it might throw kind of like a monkey wrench in the operations at work. Some of you guys maybe feel trapped in the job that you're in, or maybe you're lacking a job, or there is something here about not only your reputation, but also just feeling like there may be a sense of uncertainty when it comes to, your career field, when it comes to your reputation. Because I'm getting that a lot of you guys, this has been a running theme in your life where you just have like a touch and go, where you may feel something, you may not, so you don't really know what to expect. I also get that a lot of you guys may be having a lot of stress when it comes to your career, and this could be something that has been weighing you guys down for a while. So some of you guys, maybe you could be seeking out higher or seeking out different information. Maybe you're trying to find your purpose. And it feels like maybe no matter how hard you try to find your purpose or to almost put yourself in a better position, it always seems to like set you back. It's like moving 10 steps forward but going like 9 steps back, right? So it almost feels like you feel like you're moving very quickly, but then there's like a big delay or something stops you, and there's this frustration, but there's also this sense of urgency, like you want to move forward quicker than what you are. So you're not progressing as fast as you would like to see. And so this could be something that is kind of irritating you, and maybe you're feeling like you're struggling harder than the average person, or that you're struggling more than what most people are struggling through. It feels like there's something there that could be potentially bothering you or putting you through some kind of turmoil or just some kind of frustration. This also feels like a big internal frustration, like maybe you're stuck at a job that you don't want, but it pays the bills and there's no other job opportunity that you can see that would best suit you, or could reduce the salary that you're at now. Like, there's this, it's almost like you're struggling between practicality and your passion. um Knowing what it is that it's like something you want, a job that feeds your soul. You want a job that you feel like you're actually contributing into society in a more important way. And so this might be something that has been on your guys' mind for a really long time. And it just feels like no matter how hard you guys work towards that particular goal or wanting to actually make it happen for yourself, it's like you just keep hitting a brick wall, or you're just not going in the direction that you would really hope. Maybe you feel like you're lacking support, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has been a running theme in your life. And I feel for a lot of you guys, it's kind of wearing you down, and you're questioning whether or not, like, what you should do with yourself, what you should do in the future. I feel like there's a lot of future energy where there's a lot of anxiety about the future. You don't know what it holds. Maybe you're feeling like no matter what you're doing, it's just not taking you where you want to go. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's been a really difficult situation for you, and maybe you're feeling very anxious and very frustrated in not knowing exactly what direction you're gonna go. Maybe you're really questioning from day to day what you're gonna do with yourself. And you feel, maybe for a lot of you guys as well, it's like when you talk to a group of friends or even coworkers or anybody around you, you might feel very isolated because everyone else, in your opinion, may feel content with what they're doing, or they may even hate the job that they're at, but they are content to stay where they are. It's like maybe you feel like you're the only one that's willing to push the barriers, the boundaries, and you feel like no one else around you is really willing to do that. Some of you guys have dreams of being an entrepreneur, or you have dreams of doing a specific job, or there's something that you want to do, and you just feel like you don't have either the resources or the support, or you just feel like maybe you don't know how to get started on something. Like there's a fear of getting started. So we have fashion witch. So maybe you guys want to do something in the fashion industry, or maybe that's just your aesthetic or who you are, right? I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you're trying to find a way to merge your spirituality in with your creative endeavors to getting to a better place in your career. It's like there is this, I feel like a lot of you guys, you have these inventive ideas, you have these amazing solutions that the world needs, but it's like maybe you're just around a lot of jealous people, or you're just around a lot of people that do not share the same vision as you, and so you feel very alone. You might be lacking in some self-care right now too, because for a lot of you guys, maybe you've been asking a lot of people their opinion, and what I'm getting is stay in your own lane, Like, yes, it's good to get opinions of other people. Maybe you've gone to friends, family, coworkers, or people that you just know, even acquaintances, and maybe you just spit ideas and say, hey, like, this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'd love to do this, I'd love to do that. And maybe other people, they put their 2 cents in, and maybe that clouded your judgment. Maybe that actually made you feel a certain way about, maybe what is and isn't possible for you. And for a lot of you guys, maybe you're working yourselves too much, or maybe you're just struggling to take better care of yourself. Maybe you have a lot of irons in the fire where you're just feeling like you're just doing too much. And it's like taking a day out or a few days. I always try and take at least an hour out of my day every day to take care of myself. And I'm not even just talking about the physical. It's like taking care of yourself internally, emotionally, physically, making sure that you're keeping up on your hygiene, your physical appearance, making sure that you're doing what you know you need to do. It's like little things like that is going to go a long way for you. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a kind of a reminder to take better care of yourself. And then also, just like I said, to stay in your own lane. I don't think you're dabbling in other people's business. What I'm really getting here is it's like you seeking out the validation of other people to feel like you can do it. It's like right now you need to focus on yourself and not trying to get the validation of other people, as hard as that is. I feel like a lot of you guys, you need to get right with yourself. You need to figure out what is best for yourself. Because I feel like there's a situation where it's like you really care about other people and you really worry about what other people think. And it's nothing wrong with that, because we are social creatures, and we do want the opinion of our spouse or our friends or our loved ones. But sometimes you just have to do what's best for you, and sometimes you just need to do what you know is best for you. If you have, and I'm not telling anybody here to like quit your job or to do something so drastic that it's going to impact every single person's life. If you know that you starting your own business isn't going to truly screw up another person, then do it. Like, if you know you're not intentionally going out of your way to harm another person, go ahead and do these things, but be smart with your energy and know that you are responsible for yourself at the end of the day. But what I'm picking up for some of you guys is you guys have an amazing idea, or you're very inventive in some way, and it's like you're the one that's kind of standing in your own way. You're self-sabotaging yourself. And when you can take some time and set yourself some time aside every day to take care of yourself, that's when you're going to find the missing pieces to your questions, to your confusion, because you're confused when you ask 10 different people their opinion, and now you have all these people's opinions. And it's also kind of one of those, general rule of thumb. It's like, do you want to be where the other person's at? Okay, jealousy came back out again. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have a few people in your life. I don't even think it's one person. I think you have a few people in your life, and I don't get that they mean you ill will, but people around you, you may not realize it, but they may be jealous of you, and they might try and put it in your head that you're not an influence, that you're not influential, that you can't do certain things, when in actuality you are. I feel like you're a very bubbly person, or you have a very light energy to you. And this could cause some people to potentially hate on you or try and sabotage you. You might even have a coworker at your job that is trying to sabotage you or trying to make your work life more difficult. You might even have people that is close relatives, friends and family that may not support your idea or your vision. And it's like, again, I'm not saying that this is a bad person or these are bad people, but I just keep getting that you need to be kind of quiet about what your moves are and what you're trying to accomplish, because you might have a few people sending you the evil eye or wishing ill on you. And this can come in the form of just gossip. This can come in the form of just somebody having a negative thought towards you. And whether people realize that or not, that does impact us. And especially when you're intuitive, like, you pick that up pretty easily. So I just feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like, whatever this is, stay kind of quiet about it. Stay a little hush-hush towards it, because I feel like you have a few people that might be evil-eyeing you or just wishing ill on you just because they see how well you're doing. This might even come in the, oh, I'm just concerned about you, when in actuality they just could be using that as an excuse to invade your personal space. We also have toil and labor. Like, you guys work hard for the things that you earn. And I think people are aware of this. They know that you're a hard worker. People see you on a journey, whether this is just a spiritual journey, a healing journey, you just moving forward in some capacity. We also have family rooms, so this could be family members, people that are the closest to you that might be wishing ill on you or just sabotaging you in some way. So it's just saying, like, stay in your lane, stay hush about this. Don't just go around telling people what your plans are, because I feel like, although we like to think people that are closest to us are wishing us well, usually and sometimes that's not always the case. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's just being conscientious of what you're saying to people, what you're doing around people, because some people may not have the best intention towards us, even if they are to some extent. I feel like some of these people, they may actually, have their own hidden agenda that you're just not aware of, and I feel like for some of you guys, these could just be very close relatives of yours, and they could be wishing ill on you. Because I feel like you might have, and this feels like a very close person, somebody that maybe you talk to once a week, or, talk to relatively, like, at least a few times a month. But this person, they like to keep up on what you're doing because they can't stay in their own lane. So they like to gossip, they like to feel important. And one of the best ways that they can feel important is by meddling in other people's business and then talking about that person. So this person could tell you stuff about the rest of the family and what's going on with them. It's like this person could be saying and doing things that are just not in the up and up. This could even be, some of you guys might even work with family, if you have a career in with family, this could be another huge factor in that. So for a lot of you guys, there is some justice. I feel like something is going to come into your life. There is a pathway opening up. I feel like you once dealt with a lot of setbacks, but I feel like something is coming in and it's going to kind of wash away some of these hardships that you're dealing with. And that's why it's so important to stay in your own lane. That's why it's so important to not give up on yourself, keep moving forward. But it's like you have to trust yourself. Don't be seeking out external validation, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, the world is going to validate you, but it's not going to come right away. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is something that you're either meant to do, like you're moving into your North Node, or you're moving into what your soul wanted to develop and learn, but you have to learn to seek the validation inside yourself. You have to learn to trust yourself. You have to learn to navigate the world the best way that you know you can, and try not to get the validation from family and friends, that because I feel like these people, they're not going to give you the validation. But when you go out in the world and when you actually accomplish this, you're going to find strangers and people that are like customers or clients are going to be the ones that validate this and is going to bring this in for you. You have support, but it might not come in the form in which you expect it to. Because sometimes, unfortunately, our biggest haters are the ones that are closest to us. Sometimes our biggest, sometimes like what we would think our biggest fans would be are usually not the people that we expect, right? So I feel like you may have had family members in the past who could have talked you out of opportunities or situations that you perhaps wanted to accomplish or go after. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's saying that pay attention to your inner circle, or pay attention to people's motives, because right now I feel like you might be around people that have a hidden agenda that perhaps you're just not seeing. It feels like every time, it's like, when something good happens to you, you want to share it so bad to those that you love, because you assume that they would be happy for you, right? And I feel like these people could smile in your face, but behind your back be like gossiping, or, saying things that may not be entirely true. Maybe they like to exaggerate on certain things or downplay certain accomplishments. So it's just saying, like, be aware of who you're sharing your information with. Like, if you know you have a cousin who rolls their eyes every time, or just doesn't even give you your flowers or your props for the things that you do, then don't tell that person. You're better off just kind of keeping everything a secret right now, because I feel like you guys are on the verge of something massive, and it would be such a shame if you allowed other people to come in and rob you of that or take away that blessing. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is something that you guys could even be working really hard to create. And like I said, people might come towards you and act like they're very concerned. And it's not to say that everyone that acts concerned towards you and worry about you has ill intent, but I feel like you have a particular family member that comes around and acts like they're concerned for your well-being, but in actuality, it's more like this person just needs more gossip, or they just need more information so they can just talk to other people about it. Like, this person lives on drama. They enjoy the drama. It's like that's just their thing. And I feel like you know this on an intuitive level. Like, I feel like someone might even come to mind while I'm saying these things. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is kind of what I'm picking up, is that you're just around some people that don't necessarily mean the best for you. You may come across a crossroad, or you may have two options that both might appear very good towards you, but I feel like there's one option that you feel more intuitively drawn to. And what I'm saying is, when this option comes in, when you have two separate options, I want you to just think about it. I don't want you to ask anyone for their opinion. I want you to trust your own intuition and trust your own discernment, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've worked really hard on trusting yourself, or you've worked really hard on recognizing what is and isn't your intuition, and it's like saying that you need to trust yourself more. So don't just be going straight to another person and say, okay, so I have option A and I have option B. It's like saying that you need to trust yourself, because I feel like you might have some people that purposefully want you to be left out of an opportunity, or want you to have to start back from ground zero again. And so they're going to tell you to go for the certain option that they know is not as good for you, or knows that it might backfire on you. So it's saying, like, just do what you know is best for you, because at the end of the day, like, nobody else is living your life. Nobody else gets to truly decide what it is that you're doing. And it's sometimes when we become an adult, and as funny as this is, it's like when you become an adult, you're so used to, as a child, asking your mom and dad, can you do this? Can you do that? Like, you get so caught up in asking other people for permission that you sometimes forget that you're your own person, that you can make decisions for yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are coming out of that, but that mindset might still be there, where you feel like you have to, get your parents' approval, or you have to ask other people before you can make a decision. It just feels like there is a disconnect between, your own free will and feeling like you have to consolidate other people, or have to bring other people into what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And right now, this is kind of the message that I'm getting, is it's like you are the only one that knows what's best for you. You are the only one that knows what you are or are not capable of. And let's say, theoretically, you don't ask anybody for help, and you choose one of those options and it ends up being the bad choice for you. At least you know that you made the choice at the end of the day, and you weren't getting persuaded by other people. And I really do believe that when we can clear our mind away from what other people are going to think or say, or what they would want us to do, it will free up a lot for you, and it's going to make you're not going to feel so confused. I feel like I feel like whoever you are that I'm picking up on, I feel like you've always asked a lot of people, like, just what their opinions are, or you've maybe your whole life, you've always felt like you had to ask other people. And it's like, I just feel like you guys have reached a sense of maturity at this point in time in your path, that you know what's best for you. And it's like, I feel like this whole reading is just me reminding you of that. you know, like, it's just a reminder of what you're capable of, and that you don't need another person to validate you, that you don't need another person to tell you what is right or wrong for you. It's like, you have worked so hard. You have done not only the emotional work, the spiritual work, but you yourself have put in physical work to get to where you are currently. And it's like, I feel like you guys have came so far, but you forget how far you came, because I feel like you guys are one of those people, and I'm the same way. You're just like an achiever, where you just keep going for the next, and you just keep going to the next level, and you don't really stop and really think about what you've accomplished or where you've gone. So you have people around you that are like, oh my gosh, if they keep going the route that they're going, then they're going to really outshow us. They're really going to outdo us and make us look bad. Like, you have people that might think that way around you currently because they see the potential that you carry. They see where you're going direction wise. They see the hard work, the turmoil, and the labor that you put into whatever this is that you're doing. And I'm telling you guys, like, you guys are going to get a breakthrough very soon. And it might not be the way that you're expecting. It might not be on the timeline that you're expecting, but the breakthrough is on its way, and everyone around you can see it, but perhaps yourself, because it's very easy to see other people's shortcomings or other people's blessings before you see your own. And I feel like you're around people that are very aware of what may come in for you. And so like I said, I just feel like this whole reading is just basically me just reminding you of like your own power, because I would really hate to see you guys doing all this hard work and allowing someone's jealousy or someone's envy to come along and wipe what you've done. So, yeah, that's just kind of what I'm getting here. It's like, remember where you've come from. Like, take the time out of your day, even if it's just 10 minutes, 30 minutes, just to self-reflect on where you was 10 years ago, 5 years ago to now. It's like a vast improvement, even if you don't realize it, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, it was like little bit at a time, to where it's like, let's use this as an example. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody, but it is an example. Some of you guys will resonate with this. But it's like when you lose weight, when you exercise or you reduce calories or you do something, right, to start losing weight, you might not initially realize how much you're losing because it's gradual. Usually you lose a little bit here, you lose a little bit there, but it's the consistency that gets you there. And I feel like you guys don't realize it because everyone sees it before you do. And all of a sudden, it's like one day you're going to wake up and go, wow, look at me, I'm fit now. But everyone could see that progression a lot easier than you could, because why? It's your own body, because you're harder on yourself. You don't see things that other people see. It's like when you see someone else doing something, you might realize the direction in which they're going or what they're accomplishing because you're looking at it from the outside perspective. So you have people that are looking at you from an outsider's perspective. They're seeing what you're not seeing, and you're just around people that are jealous. So be prepared, because you might have good news, and once this good news comes, you may want to share it with some people, because why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you want to share it with your loved ones? But what I'm getting is that this person may say a sly comment, or they may not want to celebrate with you. And it's not to take it personally, because I feel like this person has their own hidden agendas, or they have their own insecurities. And I feel like you may trigger insecurities in some of these people. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's just a reminder that some people, they're learning their own lessons. They have their own insecurities that they have to deal with, and it's not your responsibility to take on that person's insecurities, and it's not your responsibility to absorb how they feel. When you get this blessing, when you get this reward, I want you to savor it. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to, go and put yourself first before immediately turning around and wanting to help another person. Take this time to love on yourself. Take this time to celebrate it by yourself first. Soak it in, love it, enjoy it, and just know that there are going to be some people around you that may be salty about it, that may be upset about it, not because maybe perhaps they don't love you, but because you are making them realize that they could be doing that for themselves, but they're not. There's some people that are content with where they are, but they hate it when they see other people get ahead of them because they realize that they're not putting in that work. So I just feel like for some of you guys, that's kind of what is happening. And yeah, because I feel like you guys are finally on this verge of getting something that's going to be important. See, trickery. Don't let this person or these people trick you out of your spot. Don't let these people take you off of course, because I feel like you guys have been on a quest. You guys have been on a journey for a long time, and you're going to be reaping the rewards. It's the same thing as like what you put in, you get out. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you take really good care of people around you. You really do, consider other people's feelings. You really do consider other people. And you're not, maybe at times you can be selfish, but realistically, I feel like whoever is watching this reading, I feel like you guys have a tendency of self-sacrificing, and you might not even realize you're doing it because I guess, like, I feel like it's been ingrained into you since you were a child to self-sacrifice or to give out of your own to give out of your own cup to where it might deplete you. And it's like learning to have to reduce that and just pour into your own cup, and don't feel guilty about it, because I feel like you might have some people that might try and make you feel guilty, or like I said, might try and make you feel bad or trick you out of a certain position that is going to actually be so beneficial for you. And this feels like something with work or your finances in some way. Something also about your reputation. I feel like people are going to, like strangers, other people are going to be so supportive once this gets off the ground or once this starts taking off for you. And I just feel like, again, you're going to get the validation and support from places you didn't expect, but you're not going to get it from the places that you were hoping. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this reading. Yeah, like for a lot of you guys, this is like your destiny. This is something that was written in the stars for you. This is something that you chose. You made the conscious decision to evolve, and this is where it's taking you. A miracle is going to come into your guys' life, or at least, like, let's put it this way. You put the hard work in, and God or the universe met you halfway, and that's what this miracle is. So you deserve this. Abundance. Wow, abundance. And it's like, it's something that you're creating. This is all from your own hard work. You guys could be doing something with your hands. You could be creating fashion. You could be creating a project or something that there's something that you guys are doing, but you're creating this abundance and it's coming to you, and you may not expect it to be coming to you because maybe, like I said, you guys maybe felt like this was something that you just were not meant to get. Like, I feel like this has been a slow thing coming for you. Like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you worked really, really hard for this. And I feel like for a lot of you, people are going to think you're just so lucky, but it's not luck. It's the dedication, it's the effort, it's the energy that you poured into something, and it's coming in finally for you guys. So please enjoy it. Don't allow other people to influence you or to take away things that are not meant for that. I feel like you guys are gonna, it's something about indoors. There's something that might happen indoors for you. Oh my gosh, at the bottom we got lucky again. So people are gonna say, oh, he's just lucky, she's just lucky. But no, it's not luck. Yes, it's a miracle, but it's a miracle because you put in that work. And people want to belittle it. People want to make you feel like, it's just luck. But it's not. It's like, Oh, who said that? I almost want to say it was Seneca, but I don't know if that's true. There was a philosopher that said there's no such thing as luck, it's preparation meets opportunity. And that's what I'm getting here. You guys prepared for this. And it's going to come in, and it's going to come in such a way that it's going to shock you guys. It's going to shock you guys very fast. You're not going to see this coming, and I just feel like it's going to be something that's... See, yeah, advice. Be careful on the advice that you are getting from people around you at this time, because not all advice is good advice. Yeah, friends, be careful what maybe some friends' advice might be, because I feel like, again, guys, this is something big. This is something real big, and this is something that you deserve. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is coming in for you, and it's going to just... It's going to blow your mind. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be bigger than you expected it to be. It might start off small, like a little small seed that you planted with time, and you might start seeing it sprouting, and that's when you might find people hating on you. But the more that you tend to it, it's like it's going to reap so much abundance that it's going to overflow, and you're going to be able to help other people, and you're going to be able to do more with this abundance than you realize. But it's saying that you have to take care of yourself first. Put yourself in a more stable situation. Put yourself in a better, like, don't be afraid to be selfish right now, and do not be afraid to withhold any of the money or any of the resources that you're getting, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to just absolutely change your world, and this will be able, like, you're going to be able to bless other people with this abundance. But when you hold on to it, and when you cultivate it and you grow it into something more, it's going to be so much bigger than if you just give away your blessing to people that are ungrateful, people that don't really care about you. It's like, just be careful on the advice, and just be careful on who you're helping right now. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be massive. Your heart space is opening currently. You might be feeling heart palpitations or feeling like your heart is racing. Obviously, if it's really scary, go to a doctor. Like, this is a reading, but I am getting that your guys' heart space is opening. You guys literally work from the bottom to the top. You started from the bottom to the top. Some of you guys could be in the medical field, and I got healthcare as well. So for some of you guys, whether this is your health improving or maybe you yourself work in the medical field, we also have employee. So you guys might even be, whatever this is, you guys might even be getting an employee or having somebody work with you on this project, or maybe you might end up needing help later on. I'm also getting for some of you guys, if you're working in the medical field, you might have a friend that you work with, and they are jealous of you. And we also have side piece. So I feel like for some of you guys, you might have some people around you that may not be the best person for you. And with the side piece, it doesn't mean that your partner's cheating or that you yourself are cheating, but people might treat it like that. Like, I'm kind of getting that some people are going to treat you like you're the side piece, or they're going to treat you like, you're doing something wrong to them, when in actuality, you're not. Some of you guys might have a Buick car or just a Buick vehicle, or they themselves, whoever is jealous of you, might. So that might be a sign for you guys. But that is really what I'm getting for you guys. I really feel like you guys are actually on the verge of creating something that is going to be extremely abundant for you. And it's just saying, again, like, be careful with whoever's advice you're getting, or just be careful of other people putting their 2 cents in where it doesn't belong. So I don't know if you guys are gonna have headphones in. This may or may not bother you, but I am going to pull some fortune cookie teller things. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, I got a lot, but let's take it. Be cautious in your financial dealings. Yep, be cautious with your financial dealings. This is another warning about giving away money to people that don't deserve it, but also just be very wary of your savings or your finances at this time, because I feel like it's gonna get better, but counting your time is not so important as making your time count. So being a little bit more careful with your time and your energy. You are extremely generous and always thinking of others. See, I got goosebumps right when I read that. It is so true. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, take care of yourself first. You will be successful through innovation and determination. I love that. You will be successful through innovation and determination. So that is the reading that I have for you guys. I hope that this helps you out in some way. Hopefully this is just a good reminder that you are on the right path, that you're on track to success, and just keep moving forward. And again, just know that just because someone smiles in your face doesn't always mean that they might want to take your place. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great and wonderful day, and good luck. Love you. Bye.